Because during the course of the game, something will happen that'll blow up on social media before the game's even over. Do you ever see that stuff after the game ends and you just get surprised at what it is people are talking about from the way your behavior's playing?
Yeah, I see it. I mean, my friends, we all have group chats and stuff like that, so I see it a lot. Whether you let it affect you or not is a different story. I mean, social media at this point is everything and everybody's going to be on there doing something ridiculous, so it's fine.
Is it a challenge now that it affects you?
Is it a challenge? No. I mean, if you let something silly as social media affect you, then you're mentally weak anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
What were your friends showing you?
Actually, I was standing right there where we were walking out, and they were showing me the fight that broke out in front of me and LeBron. So it was just a crazy moment.
It looked like you were trying to protect LeBron.
Yeah, I can't let nobody get close to the king. I'm one of his knights. That's what I'm here for.
Jerry, you made such an impact in last year's finals. What do you feel like you have to do to get back to the personal move you were in a year ago?
Say again?
What do you feel like you have to do to get back to where you were, especially offensively, in last year's finals?
I mean, honestly, nothing. I mean, I've gotten the same looks the first two games this year and last year. It's just a matter of it continued the way it did last year. When I came home, got a lot more touches, open shots, open looks, was more aggressive. So, I mean, it pretty much nothing has really changed since the first two games this year or last year.
There has been some speculation after game 2 that Ty would consider swapping you and Iman. Is that something that Ty's talked to you about?
No, he hasn't.
Are you comfortable with that role coming off the bench in game 3?
I don't care if we win. It don't matter to me. If I'm in a suit or whatever, we win the championship, we all get rings. So.
Well, how much of everybody talks about this being a must-win game. How much more physical do you guys have to be in order to have a chance?
We were very physical. Game 2, we just didn't sustain it throughout the whole 48 minutes. We got to do a better job of that. I mean, this is the first really series that we've had to play or keep up in our level of physicality every game. So it's an adjustment, but I mean, we should be ready for it. It's the finals.
In your mind, can you go back to last year? Because you were down 2-0 last year. Can you go back and kind of take from that?
I mean, you can, but we obviously have a different personnel than last year as far as our bench goes. I mean, obviously our starting five is the same and our core is the same, but we got a few different pieces, so it's different. So I can't say we can go back to there and take what we had. I mean, we had Delhi and then we got D. Will, so it's totally different for our second unit. So I mean, you can take some parts of that, but at the end of the day, this is a brand new team, so we got to build on our own.
After LeBron had his bad game against Boston, you were talking about how you were talking about confidence, and you said it's the one thing you never lack is confidence.
I'm sore.
So, I already asked you about getting back to where you were in last year's finals, and you're saying that you're getting the same looks, you'll get more at home. Do you have that same kind of confidence level that you've carried throughout the year? Has these first two games affected you in any way?
No, I got the same confidence level I've had since when I started playing this game. I feel like I can make any and every shot. I feel like I'm going to. I feel like I'm going to play well every time I step on the floor. Obviously, that doesn't happen all the time. But my confidence has never dwindled, lacked, chipped away at nothing. So I feel like when I'm on the floor, I mean, obviously, Bron is Bron, but I feel like I'm one of the best players on the floor at all times. So it doesn't really affect me how other people see it, whether I start or don't start or whatever the speculations may be. It doesn't matter. It's about us. If I start, I start. If I don't, I don't. If I come out and make shots, I make shots. If I don't, I don't. I try to figure out another way to do something else to help our team. So it's not just about scoring. It's just confidence of playing well, period.
Do you actually draw any optimism from the fact that, some of the so-called role players haven't really played to the level that they usually do in the first two games? You almost feel like that's some ground you can make up pretty easily just by playing how you guys usually play.
Yeah, I mean we just play faster and better at home. Obviously, like most teams do. So at the end of the day, they did what they were supposed to do. Win 2 on their spot. We got to do the same thing, and I mean being more aggressive from everybody. Just not second guessing ourselves and understanding that we're here for a reason, just like they are. So I guess that's it.
JR, we saw you going one-on-one against Shump earlier, opening the media. What makes him such a tough defender?
Shump he's extremely strong. He's a big body. He is unbelievably athletic. He has great hands, and he loves to play physical. With that body and that physique and that mentality, it's a great combination.
What do you get out of those one-on-one matchups, just going against him in practice?
I mean, when we do that, we just have an opportunity to play, work on our moves, just getting back to just playing the game. Obviously we have great players on our team, so a lot of times we're running to the corner waiting for somebody to create for us, and when we play pickup like that or one-on-one, we get to create our own shots and try to create our own tough shots. So if you got a really good one-on-one person, I mean generally they're going to be good in the games, even though it's kind of different.
And just your opinion of how Shump's been so far throughout the first 2 games?
He's been really good. I mean, he's played aggressive on defensive end, aggressive on offense. He gets the offense, he gets the rebound, he pushes, trying to play with pace, plays with a lot of energy. He's been good. I mean, it hasn't worked out for our team, so it looks like he's not playing as well as people would expect.
Hey, Jerry, I know the X's and O's are still important at this point in the series, but are you guys also at a point where everybody just needs to step up?
Yeah, I mean, myself included. Myself, Brian, Kai, Kev. I mean, 1 through 15, we all need to step up. We have to figure it out. Whether it's not playing hard enough, or loose balls, or whatever the case may be, we got to figure it out. And if we want to be successful, I mean, we're up against a really good team that wants to win too. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you asked this earlier, but what do you think about questions about pace and how fast you can and should play? Do you think that plays into their hands when you play fast?
No, I don't think so. I think it plays into their hands when we play slower because they're able to set their defense. They're really good at guarding the first action. So when we play with pace and get the ball moving from side to side, we're a better team too. So when we figure that out and keep playing faster and giving Bron and Kai those lanes to get downhill, that's when the drive and kick will start because they'll get tired of those guys finishing at the rim.
Hey, Jared, last year was last year. They're a different team. You guys are a different team. But is there a comfort level because you did it last year that you came back on them?
I don't think there should be a comfort level.
Some confidence, you know what I mean? Just
yeah, for sure.
feeling.
I mean, it should definitely be confidence there, but at the same time, like you said, we're both 2 totally different teams. So they added a MVP caliber player, and obviously he's playing really well. So we got to figure it out to win on our home court, and then being able to, get 2 here and go there and try to steal one.
Hey, Jerry, you're down.
You said I have to step up, I have to be better. What exactly do you think you have to do to be better?
Well, my first focus is the defensive end. I got to stop getting silly fouls, three-point plays, 4-point plays, and then on the offensive end, keep trying to set screens, set the right place for Bron and Kai, and try to get some open shots.
When you guys are down 2-0 like this, do you hear crazy suggestions from friends, family, people in public you interact with?
No, not during the finals. I block all of that out. As crazy as it sounds, I don't even listen to my wife when it comes to certain things like this because it's not. And then there's no disrespect to her, but it's just this is 15, 18, 19 guys, including coaches, that we're trying to achieve something, and we all have to be on the same accord. That one person listening to an outside person or family member or whatever is not good for our team. We know what we want to accomplish. We know how to accomplish it. It's just a matter of us going out there and doing it and believing what one another says, opposed to listening to somebody else. Because somebody else can get something from the media, and they can take it and put their own spin off on it, and then you could be mad at a person for a whole totally different reason for no reason. So it's like it pays no. We shouldn't pay any of that attention.
Did your wife have any good ideas though?
Yeah, she had a great idea for me. She told me every time I touch it, shoot it. So
Every time what? Touch it?
Every time I touch it, shoot it. So
Playing at a fast pace is some of the whole guys have pushed back at the idea of slowing it down, saying that's not the way we play. Why not try to slow it down?
Because it gives their team a chance to set their defense. I mean, obviously Draymond's a good defender. KD's been unbelievable. I think he had like 5 blocks last game. Their length and the way they play, it suits them if we slow the ball down. They're very good at guarding one side, the first action. So when we play faster, you know, they don't get a chance to set their defense. They don't get a chance to load on whichever side, and guys can really get downhill and play the way they need to play.
It was the same story last year, right? Played poorly in the first 2 games out there. Is the feeling different, or is it about the same as it was this last year?
It's a little different. For me, it's a little different. I'm not really sure for everybody else. I was a little more pissed off last year. The way I played, but not like obviously being through it, I understand that, you know, it'll come out the right way. It's just a matter of believing that and keep putting in the work for it. I mean, my confidence comes from my work ethic. So as hard as I work, as hard as I shoot my shots and stuff like that, that's where my confidence comes from. So that's why you should never be in the lack of, you know,